Hey, how you doing there? My name's Aaron Ross, and welcome to my podcast, The 40-Something Fit Dad. So, like with everything that you start, there's the question of why. Why am I doing this? Well, my why is that health and fitness has always been part of my life. I've been a constant in my life. It doesn't matter how good or bad things go. My fitness has always been a top priority, and which has kept me in good stead. As I'm getting to an age, I'm 46 now, where a lot of health concerns come into effect for over 40s, and I'm a true believer that your fitness levels and what you do in your physical activity that you do is a major factor in not just preventing but sort of helping any sort of health concerns along the way. So health concerns for the over 40s in men, the major ones are your heart health. Prostate health is a big one. Also diabetes, bone health, and another big one is mental health. A lot of these, and I have a family history of cancer as well. So yeah, this is a time now to not only just get checkups and things like that, but to really take care of what I'm putting into my body and what I'm doing physically, because I haven't had any sort of major health concerns at this point in time, but I think it's now time to sort of dial in things like my eating, my sleep is a huge concern, water intake, alcohol intake as well, and of course physical activity. So yeah, and a big proponent, especially with mental health. I'm a firm believer that physical health and mental health go hand in hand, and that's something that I'll be sort of pushing and sort of looking into, as it does interest me a lot, especially with mental health. Probably another reason why I want to do this is just for my kids as well. I've got 3 kids, 1 boy, 2 girls, and I just think what I do as a parent, they see that, and I'm not saying that I've been a saint. I have, they see the good and the bad. So doing something like this where it's getting me out of my comfort zone. I've taken about 20 takes just for this introduction. I do have my self-doubts and things like that, but we've got to sort of work through it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well, at least I gave it a go. So that's my message I want to sort of pass on to my kids. I'm very involved with their sport and physical fitness as well. My son goes to the gym quite regularly. My oldest daughter, she does BFT with me, and they both play footy, and my youngest plays netball. So that's, and just sort of encourage them with things that I'm not great at, like schoolwork and things like that. That's not my forte, but just to get them in physical, good physical health to take on what the world sort of is thrown at them. So that's probably one of my major reasons why I'm doing this. So how am I going to share? So how am I going to document or share my journey, I guess? One of the ways I'm going to do it is through an 8-week challenge that I'm currently in. I'm in week 1. I was supposed to do this introduction before week 1, and do weekly podcasts just to keep up to date on my progress. But again, this is I am out of my comfort zone. So I have put it off, and now I'm just sort of putting it together because it's sort of time's pressing and the challenge is going. So I'm doing the challenge through Body Fit Training, which is or BFT, which is quite a major chain of gyms, I guess you could call them. Usually sort of based on group classes, and they do have a mix of cardio and strength and conditioning training. It's similar probably to F45, probably a little bit more strenuous than F45, and mixed with CrossFit, but not as brutal on the body, but does take components from both. So it's been a really good mix. I've been probably in it for 6 months at Dandenong South. It's been a fantastic experience, great coaches. The programming's good. I'm really enjoying the programming and just the people that I train with as well. I think that's the key to the success of these franchises is they just sort of build a community. They really build that community feel, and you sort of feel that you know, if you do have your group, you don't want to let them down by not turning up, or you just doing strenuous things together as a team. You just have that sense of accomplishment, and so that's why that's probably where I'm going to start, just documenting workouts and things like that. But how the 8-week challenge goes, they do a DEXA scan, which I'll share with you, and then in 8 weeks' time, and then they give you a program. Like obviously, you got your training program, and then they give you a meal program as well. And with your DEXA scan, it just shows your ticks and crosses, and you've got an eating program, a diet. I don't like the word diet, but an eating program that is sort of cater to where you are at with your scan. And then in 8 weeks' time, you do another scan, and then you can compare the two. So it's really good. I think Dandenong South has got over 100 something members doing the challenge, and there's a few little challenges along the way, which is all really exciting, and I think people really get into it. And it's really good to get to know people, help people along the way. This is my second challenge, and just have that sense of community, which I think as humans, I think it's really important, and it's part of our DNA is to be part of a community. So that's where I'm going to start. And I will be adding, I'm doing a hiatus race, which I'll go into detail in my next episode, I guess, and go into that's happening in 10 weeks in August, and that's quite a physically demanding challenge, physically demanding race that we do have a few members at Dandenong involved, at BFT Dandenong involved. So it's, again, a sense of community. We've got training programs set up, and I'm really looking forward to that challenge. It's someone who does train, it's really, I feel it's really good that to have something to train for, whether it be a sport or a race like I'm doing. And just with I'll be giving weekly updates just with how my 8-week challenge is going and how my hiatus training is going as well. So doing something like this, like a podcast or a vlog or whatever you want to call it, just gives me the opportunity to be accountable and just document this, because 8 weeks does go fast, and be good to sort of look back on and just how I went in this challenge, and also my training for hiatus as well, how I went there, and if I do want to do it again, how I can sort of make adjustments with my results. and just help out people along the way. I do have a passion for coaching. I've been coaching junior AFL, Aussie Rules football, for 10 years plus. I'm doing it this year with my daughter's under-18s team, and it's just something that I'm very passionate about. I love seeing people get the best out of themselves. I love seeing people challenge themselves, just surprise themselves with just consistent work and that self-belief. And I want to sort of not push that on, but give my experiences and help out where I can with beginners at BFT, doing the 8-week challenge, and just help out wherever I can. Just be a really good member and help out along the way. So yeah, that's it. I finally got my intro done. I've got an Instagram page, Facebook page, but my main page will be YouTube. The links in the bio, whatever. Subscribe, and thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't understand how much I appreciate it. Please hit subscribe and check out any of the other videos I've got on offer. Peace.